video. It has turned properly autumn here, at least where I am, so I'm really excited to get into some cosy knitting, and I'm starting off my kind of autumn knitting with a skirt. I'm going to do the Skirt No.1 by my favourite things, Knitwear, and I've never knitted anything from her before, so I'm excited, and I've been eyeing it up ever since I saw it. I think it looks super cosy and nice, and I've never made a skirt either, but I actually think I'll wear it loads. Super nice. And my plan was to do it in like a very neutral colour so I could get lots of wear out of it, but when I was in York shopping, I found this tweed wool, and they did have some neutral colours, but I saw this pink one and it's got little like speckledy colours, and it's got those speckle colours in her example as well of the skirt. I can. So when I looked at the yarn, I was worried it wasn't quite thick enough. It is 85% wool and 10% acrylic and 5% viscose. So hopefully it kind of gives it a bit of strength. I was thinking, especially for a skirt that you're going to be sitting on and walking in, I thought actually maybe a bit of acrylic, I don't know, might be a good thing. It's a tweed yarn, so it says here the weight is 4.5 to 5 needles, and the skirt is 5.5, I believe. I think so when I was looking. So I also bought this mohair to go with it, and this one is 80% mohair, 20% nylon. So again, I bought this from like a homeware shop in York, so I don't think maybe the quality is like as great, but actually for a skirt it's not going to be against my skin. I just really like the colours. You're being careful, good. And I'm hoping the white will combine and won't be too obvious. I'm hoping it just gives it a fluffy kind of speckledy look, but we will see. Maybe a bit of a risk, but they didn't have any pink that I liked, and I just thought I would go for this. So yeah, we'll see if that works. But before I allow myself to cast on, I have given myself a couple of jobs, and this is like my treat for doing that. So my secret crush sweater, which I feel I have had to work on so much because I have so many problems with it, not because of the design fault at all. I cut the yoke in half to make it shorter. I've redone this side split, I don't know, 2 or 3 times before, but last spring I was at a soft play and I went down a slide and the top of the jumper got stuck on the slide. So as I went down, the jumper stayed and it ripped a load of it in like 4 or 5 different places, and I just have hardly worn it since then and have not got around to fixing it. There's one of the rips. So I'm going to do that first. I've already unpicked one of the halves and started redoing it. So I'm going to fix that and hopefully that will be wearable again, because I find this so wearable. I reach for it so much, so I'm missing it now. So yeah, get that fixed first. And then the other thing I'm going to make myself do is this cushion. I'm going to finish this cushion before I allow myself to cast on. I have got some cushion inserts. I don't think they're big enough, so I'm thinking I might try putting 2 together or adding some toy stuffing, or maybe I'll have to just actually buy the correct insert, might be better. But I don't think I'm going to knit the back now. I don't think I can face it. It's too much knitting that I'm not excited about. So now I've got my sewing machine, I think I will probably get some fabric of some kind and do a fabric back. But we'll see, I've not quite decided yet. So get this finished as well, finally. And once I've done those 2 things, I will allow myself to cast on the skirt. So yeah, it's a getting it done and a skirt vlog this time. So I've been thinking, I've finished my jumper, hooray, I can wear it again, and I'm moving on to my Stella quilt cushion. And I've been thinking, my original idea when I was knitting was for the back to kind of do stripes, random stripes with all of the wool to create the back. And I do like that idea because then I think it would kind of be like a reversible cushion if I can be bothered. And on Instagram, I've been watching these videos by, I think she's called Will You Look at Mella? I think that's right. She's made a jumper where she has randomly bought the yarn and randomly picked which colour goes for which stripe and how many rows to do it. And it was so fun watching it that it gave me an idea that might be a fun thing to do for the back of this cushion. I think it will give me motivation to finish it and maybe make it more fun to knit too. So I thought I'd do that. So I've got all my wool here. So I've got 9 different colours. So I think I'm just going to close my eyes and pick one. I'll shuffle them around. And then I thought I would use a dice to see how many rows I'm going to knit each time, between 1 and 6. I think that'll be about right. So yeah, I feel quite excited. I feel like this will be quite fun, and hopefully will keep my motivation up. You can see I've not even weaved the ends in. I'm wondering, because it's a cushion, can I even get away with not weaving the ends in? Because you won't see it. I don't know. I hope so. That would be nice if I could. Yeah, so I'm going to pick my first colour and row, and I am going to try and knit the back of this. So here, I'm going to close my eyes and jumble this up. Okay, I'm going to pick one. This one. Green. Nice. Is that... Oh, hang on. Just check. Okay. This is the only ball that I actually think is a random rogue one I put in. I don't think this is even in the jumper. I think I've got this one and this one. Okay, so I have to get rid of that one. I'll try again. Here we go. This one. That one. Okay, that one. And I'm going to do 6 rows. Ooh, that's quite a big one to start off with. There we go. Okay, so I am just about halfway, maybe a few rows off. I haven't counted the stitches actually officially, but I think I'm just holding it up to the other cover and doing it that way. So yeah, it's been really fun. I have been sticking true to the randomness, which you can tell because the only pink is there. And I think there's one stripe there, but I just got it on my number generator, so I'm quite pleased about that. I think some of the colours are going to run out, especially the brown. I think that's going to run out quite soon, so that'll be interesting as they start running out. I guess I'll get more of the pink and the other bits that I haven't got much of. So yeah, I'm looking forward to decreasing now because they're pretty long rows. But it's taken shape quite quickly actually, and I've really, really enjoyed it, and I love the look of it. So I am over halfway now and just kind of merrily working my way. The rows are getting shorter and I'm starting to run out of yarn, which I don't know if anyone else gets immense satisfaction out of running out of stuff, but I do. So I'm very much enjoying it when something runs out because I'm like, yes, I used the whole thing. So I've got this much brown left. So whenever brown comes up, I'm skipping it until I get to a row where I think I can use this because I don't want to just start and run out. Yeah, so when I get to a shorter row, I'm going to use that, and I have ran out of orange. I had to cut off like 4 different ends to get like 2 or 3 stitches out of each just to get to the end of the row. But I did manage to do 2 rows with the orange. So yeah, that's gone. So yeah, I'll just see if any of the other ones run out. Here's how it's looking so far. I think it's really nice. Yeah. it is finished. Woohoo! I am so glad that I actually stuck to what I said and I have finished this year. This year, because it's only October, so I feel like that's quite good. I feel like it might be a last minute thing, but yeah, I'm super happy it's finished. It is, as expected, huge. I actually love this side. This turned out really fun. I really enjoyed making it actually, which is really nice. I also got the enjoyment out of finishing it. It is huge, so I'm trying to decide what to do with it. I feel like it might be quite nice in my kids' kind of story reading area in their room. But it is too big for a normal sofa or chair. It just swamps it, so you can see here it just like there's nowhere to sit once you put this somewhere. But yeah, I am really happy with it, and I have also started the skirt. Looking for my knitting, where is it? Let me go and get it. Okay, I have got it. I have so far knitted the waistband. So I'm liking how the fabric's knitting up. The white mohair, as I hoped, is kind of just blending in, and hopefully we'll give it some nice structure and strength as well. I have adjusted it. The pattern so far I love. It's nice and simple, but I think she's been really careful with her fit, which is great for a skirt. It needs to fit properly. She has given alterations, and I did do a gauge swatch for this because I thought it would be really important to get it right, and my width is a bit off, so I have gone for in between small and medium, and she says you can just add or minus 4 stitches, and then I think when I get to the increases I'll have to pay a bit of attention to make sure that's right. So I've done that. I've gone in for an in-between size, which hopefully will work out. You can see the little speckles appearing. I was a bit worried these would pull out because they weren't like super attached to the yarn, but I think now they're knitted in, they're a bit more stable, which is really nice. Yeah, and hopefully it's thick enough and it won't be see-through as well. So I've got my elastic. So the next stage I'm going to do is add the elastic for the waistband, fold this over, and then I've got the provisional cast on. So then I'll be knitting into the skirt. So it's really excited for this to be finished and for me to actually wear it, because that's what I'm super excited about this one, is to actually wear it. So here is the skirt so far. I've gotten pretty far on it. It's going really quick. It's just got increases every 8 rows, so it's a really nice mindless knit, and I really like how the fabric's working out. I thought that this was my last ball of wool. And I was a bit worried that I wasn't going to make it, and I knew that I wanted the skirt just to be a tiny bit longer probably than the pattern, but I found another one, so I'm pleased about that. Because yeah, I think it'll be nice just to make it just maybe like 1 more round of increases or 2 more rounds, a few centimetres longer. Yeah, one weird thing is the mohair. You can't see it very often, which I'm kind of happy about because I didn't want it to be too obvious. But when you look at the inside, it's all there and it's almost like a completely different colour, which is really weird. So it must be how I'm holding the yarn. But I do swap which side it's on and it doesn't seem to make any difference. It just wants to be on that side. So if anyone knows, I just think that's really weird. I mean, I like the way the fabric looks on the front, so I'm happy, but it does make me slightly paranoid as I'm doing it as to which side it's going to land on. But yeah, I always find that weird when I knit with 2 strands, the way they mix together. So yeah, here it is. And I reckon probably only a few days till I finish. I've kind of tried to try it on, not properly. I'm not very good. I need to buy some of those wire things at trying things on. I'm just hopeful that's going to fit with the elastic, that it should be okay. The only thing is when you pull on it, you can see the elastic very clearly. So I'm hoping it's not a small fit so that it doesn't get too much of that pulling effect. But yeah. So I have finished the skirt. Here it is. I'll put a little bit of a better clip on so you can see it better. It's turned out really great. I've worn it today. Yeah, it's super comfy, it fits, it's just the way I hoped it would turn out. I think there's maybe you just see how the yarn lasts over time and through wears, but this was super easy to make, really enjoyable, really relaxing. I would definitely recommend it. It knit up really quickly. Yeah, and I'm really happy to have it in my wardrobe. So I hope you enjoyed this video of me getting some stuff done. I've got like a bigger project that I'm going to do for the next one, I think. So hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.